what are we looking at today, Zafi? What was that game? Nice.
So this is a weird one because we end up having like a super fed cat in the mid game, and
Mhm.
uh and they have a super fed Draven is effectively the synopsis of the game.
Mhm.
But mainly I have a couple of specific situations, like a couple of bot ganks that I want to look at, and then like after about 20 minutes, it gets a bit weird because I feel like I'm just sort of banging my head into a wall, just forcing fights because I don't know what else to do, sort of.
Mhm.
Um, at least that's how it felt in the game.
All right. Well, let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll full clear down.
This is definitely one of them because I should obviously know how stand aside works, but I'm not really sure how else to approach that.
Mhm. Just be patient. Just playing a game of chicken. Like, you just don't eat.
Mm,
Just walk, 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 walk. Just like keep walking with the intention of
mm,
just you're just gonna walk. And if he never eats, then you'll never eat. And then if you just play this like
mm,
imagine you're not Zach, you're playing this like your normal champion, like you're playing like Viego, and you just play this game normally just by walking. Then you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna be like here, and Draven's going to be like here, and then you're gonna be like here, and he's going to be like here, and you're gonna be like here, and he's gonna be like here, and then at this range you could just if he still he has an need, you have a need,
mm,
then you can always like Q a minion and then like flash auto him, and then when he's knocked up by your Q, then you could tap the E, and then he's gonna be Q knocked up into E knocked up. And then again, this is under the impression he never E's. 90% of the time, by the time you get to here, he'll panic and press E, and then you'll just press your E afterwards because he has no way to cancel it. You're
mm,
just playing a game of chicken. If he never E's, you never E. That's is that
yeah.
it? Make
Right.
sense?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just like I wasn't really sure I could like even catch him by just walking, um, because
I
it's
mean,
like
I mean,
so
he's
in the
getting
grave,
well,
but
well,
I
that's
don't know.
I mean, he can't just walk in a
Mm,
straight line because he's like, I mean, he's getting hit by fucking Thresh and Ezreal
yeah,
this entire time. Thresh is slowing him with a Z. There's a bunch of other stuff too, you know.
yeah, okay.
And again, you're really just hoping he E's eventually, which is like, yes, it's like you could argue
Mm,
it's incorrect to hope that it messes up, but I mean, bro, he's gonna fucking press E. Let's be honest.
yeah, right.
We
But yeah,
base. It's fine. It's not like you lost anything. So you're not really late to your camps either, so it's chill.
yeah, no, no, that was just a minor technicality thing.
Uh huh.
Um,
And also, you oh, let's go back. You will always catch up no matter what champion it is because it's just geometry, bro. Like your
mm,
Pythagoras theorem. Like this is C, that's A, it's B. Like you just have the inside scoop. That's it. Like it's just math. Like you just have the angle, right? He has to walk way longer than you have to walk. You just have a way longer, shorter angle. You know, like it's just that. It's just math. You'll always make it. Doesn't matter what champ this is, unless he's like
yeah.
with an 800 moon speed, like fucking what champ is super
To
fast.
be,
I'm
yeah,
thinking I'm missing. You
if
know.
it's Pythagoras, then he is the longest side. But yeah, okay, sure. I,
You
I
get
get what you
you
mean.
get I mean, you have the
Yeah, yeah,
fucking inside scoop, you know.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
so that's why you'll
I
like
got you.
you'll know you'll always
Yeah.
catch up.
Yeah.
Okay, finish full clear. No lanes are gankable. We just catch a mid wave. There's nothing else for it to do. Get some minions. Chunk this guy a little bit. Give him a little love tap. Actually, I didn't realize crab was spawning. If crab wasn't up for a while, like crab wasn't up for 30 seconds, do this. But in this case, if crab's up, like I'd rather play for crab than the single. You got like a
Mm,
single minion here. You got one minion. I'd rather play for it.
yeah.
70 gold crab that gives more XP than one minion. And now that you're so chunked, now you obviously can't because
Yeah.
you're. And he just gets it before you get here. So if the scuttle wasn't
Hmm.
spawning, then sure do this. Scuttle's up in 5 seconds. Just sit in this banana bush and wait for the scuttle to spawn. You know.
Yeah. I somehow figured I could get both, but obviously not fast enough. So
Yeah, all good. Okay,
yeah.
full clear down again. I mean, it's boring, but it's not really. But as the first gank, you haven't really had
Mm,
any opportunities. That's just how the cookie crumbles.
yeah.
I think here
I
though,
was looking for an opportunity to drag in, and it just wasn't there.
yeah,
So
I think here you just can never go top. Like, look at top
mm,
conditions. Your top laner's 1 HP.
yeah.
How are you gonna fight grubs without a top laner? Like, it's not gonna be a 2v2 or 3v3. It's gonna be a 2v3 because
Yeah.
their top can come to the fight, your
Mm,
top can't. So I mean, right? So in this case,
right.
you just go Gromp, and if he does
Mm,
grubs, you're just ganking bot lane, right? And bot lane's
right.
it's always you're always doing
Okay.
something. So in this case, if he's doing grubs, he can't
Mm,
do grubs and counter gank bot. And as we can see, their bot lane's obviously playing very far up, so you're not gonna have any problem ganking bot. You can E flat like they
mm,
could have all sums, so does a mobile champion,
mm,
right? You could just E, and that's even if you E's your E, you could always flash ult on him, Q slow, ult knock up, obviously. I highly doubt their bot lane can play this far up and not get ganked by a Zac with all sums, ult up, etc. You know. Um,
Right.
so I think, and if you ask me like,
So what I was thinking is I basically was waiting to see if Riven is backing, and if I can keep your at least like keep Yorick in lane, let alone like kill him or whatever, because he's like chunked. Then he's not going to be there for a grub fight. That was my thinking. Um, but
it's just way too slow.
it's
The grubs are up in 10 seconds. Riven's in base now.
yeah,
Even if you did everything you just said, he started the grubs
yeah,
right now. So even if you
yeah,
kill this guy, by the time you kill this guy, grubs are already gone. Well, they
yeah.
should be
If
if he
if
starts
if
them.
Viego is there, sure, yeah.
Yeah, and this guy just wasn't doing it. That's awesome.
Yeah, I can't remember if I had any information on where Viego was. I don't think so.
Let me go back.
Don't.
He's a dragon.
Yeah,
Here you
yeah,
see. I
here.
mean, here you see him crossing into top. So here you see him like going left, right?
Mm,
So
yeah, yeah.
to me, when I see this, it looks like he's
Mm,
going to grubs.
right, right. And this fight just is weird.
I mean, you're just weaker. That's it.
It's
The
like
late.
just like like passive baiting, like
Say say
very very intentionally here.
say you were eating.
Um,
Say that again.
passive baiting.
Oh, masturbating. Okay.
Like yeah, because like cat at some point pings she's coming down, Riven's coming down. So I'm just like when I see Riven starting down, I just turn because I know he can't kill my passive fast enough.
Uh huh. Yeah, I gotcha.
You know. And here I just derp because I try to turn to smite the thing, and then just apparently I'm not in range or something.
Uh huh.
But yeah. And
This looks good.
yeah,
Good to go. Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, I think that guy should be farmed. Again, I mean, the grub play ends up kind of working out. You got your kill and then the Viego kill, and then you die. So end up being a 2-for-1 in total, which this is obviously a
mm,
positive trade. I still think it's a more realistic role to just play the gank, especially because you're
sure.
Zac. You're not like a carry. Like your champ is made for ganking. If you're just a really good ganker, I think it's more
Mm,
realistic world to assume that Viego's getting the grubs on spawn because he had top and mid prio. It's a pretty safe assumption.
mm,
And Draven, who's diving your bot lane 2v2, should just get farmed. And as you saw when you ganked him there, he just gets farmed. You know, like that guy will just die. He isn't he's not an Ezreal. He's not like a Xayah with ult. He's an immobile AD carry who's constantly pushing on every wave. You know. Um, I think that should be your game plan even now. Still, I think you should do Krugs right now and base, and then just keep looking to gank bot. You're not getting like let's compare the lanes. Yorick top, who's just perma winning. Um, Fizz, who is really fucking slippery with a Z. And then we have Balian, which is Raven Sona, which are double immobiles. Um, and also, if you look at all your
mm,
lanes with setup, Cat has no CC. Riven has technically CC with her WQ, but she's too low to ever go in. Thresh is Thresh. So I think here do Krugs, insta base, and run straight bot.
mm,
Here you're doing Krugs, and now you're going somewhere. I don't know where you're going. I guess you're going to check his top camps, but I see no indication why they would be up. Like if you saw him
mm,
force a bot play, and he's been ganking bot and showed bot
mm,
last like 40 seconds, that it would make sense. Like okay, well he's been bot for so long, his top camps are probably up. There's no indication that he's that they should be up. You're obviously not doing a top play because Riven's 1 HP, so there's no way you're going for a Yorick gank.
mm,
You know the crab's down because you see bot crab spawning, and you can't have a crab up
yeah.
while a camp's about to respawn,
Mm,
right? So I think you're just basing
mm,
and running straight.
yeah.
Uh,
Initially, I just wanted to like check for a ward here, just for
mhm,
clearing a ward. I don't know.
yeah,
But yeah, this actually is one of like here coming up is like kind of a major question here.
mhm,
Because this fight obviously ends up working.
mhm,
We kill them both, and Dragon's coming up.
mhm,
Um, so yeah, initial instinct obviously is just to go Dragon.
mhm.
We end up ganking bot
I
lane,
mean, you
and I
can go
am
dragon.
not sure if
The
that is
dragon's not up.
correct
How are you
initial.
going to do a dragon that's not up yet,
Yeah, yeah. I
right?
mean, it's gonna 20 seconds, but like, mm,
Well, yeah, but okay,
um,
let's do that
mm,
math.
mm,
It takes 8 seconds to
mm,
base, okay, and it takes 15 seconds to walk the river. So 23 seconds. We could even round up and
mm,
say 25 seconds for whatever reason, right? So
mm,
if you press B right now and run straight to the dragon, you'll be there in 25 seconds. The dragon spawns in 25 seconds, exactly.
mm,
So
mm.
if you're playing for dragon, you should still just insta base and run straight to dragon. You'll be there on spawn, and you're spending your 2,000 gold, which is a lot of
Yeah.
money. You have your
Yeah.
item no matter what. If you're going Sunfire, you have Sunfire. If you're going Proto, you have Proto. No matter what item you're going, you
Mm,
have it guaranteed. So no matter what answer, ganking, and if you want to gank bot, you should
mm,
still base, spend your money, and then gank bot. There is no
mm.
answer where you're not insta basing here.
Yeah, that is fair.
Make sense? Because you're gonna be in time for
Huh,
if the dragon
yeah.
was up right now, then you can make an argument that I want to just kill it as fast as possible before their mid dragon respawn, so my items don't
Mm,
matter. And that could be an argument. But in this case, since it's not up yet, there is no reason to stay. You're just basing.
yeah. Okay. Fair. Um. But yeah,
Go
I'm
for
not
it,
really
Flash.
even sure if there's any point in sort of like going for the bot gank at this point, because Tresh is already dead. We can probably kill him, and I think we actually do kill him, and I die, which means that we're not getting the dragon. So I'm not sure if this is even worth it, because this was pretty much the expected outcome. Um,
That was close. Then you just have to
yeah,
probably hold your E longer. You actually want to use your
yeah,
E to like actually knock them up. And in this case, um,
yeah,
you didn't see it, but it's pretty safe to zoom his E's down because he's fighting to the death, so he's going to use his E for combat. He's not thinking about
mm,
Zac. He's thinking about how to kill the two people in front of him. So I actually think this is because if you kill them both and live, then you'll just base, and then you'll still play the dragon. And there's no way Viego's going to do dragon. First of all, he's not even alive yet. He's not going to be there in time to do it. And
mm,
B, he's not going to do dragon when his ball line's double killed, right? So I think this is
yeah,
still fine to go for.
yeah,
Just need to hold your E longer. Like walk to like this point,
mm,
and then charge your E, and then you're gonna obviously if it lands, then
mm,
obviously you barely died, right? Like you literally died by one auto. So if you obviously imagine the knockup damage plus the actual knockup CC, you live guaranteed. You insta base here, and it's still worth. It was 2 for 2.
mm,
And Katarina
mm,
got the kill, which is obviously good.
yeah,
Obviously could have been even better if you lived, but I'd say this is worth, and it could have been even better. And you got
mm,
their sums. He's Draven barriered and Sona healed.
mm. Yeah. It was more sort of a generalizable question of like, is it worth getting those 2 kills if it means not getting dragon? Like, sort of ignoring the rest of the game state.
I
Um,
mean, by killing them, you should be getting dragon though.
mm,
That's the thing. If you're making it sound like it's a
yeah.
choice, I bought
It's a,
gank or dragon.
mm,
But the
mm,
the idea is if you kill their bot lane, you should get
mm,
dragon because if their bot lane's dead, how
yeah.
is the enemy team going
Uh,
to contest your dragon take,
mm,
right?
I mean, yeah. Um,
I mean, this is bad for obvious reasons. You should just go wolves, Gromp to wolves, wait for your
mm,
Ezreal to respawn, then you can play the pull dragon yourself.
yeah.
You just got chunked for no, you got chunked and lost your flash for no reason because you wanted to smite fight a scuttle crab.
Mm,
You should, isn't it Q and then ult? No, I think you'd Q him, and then you'd Q the minion, knock him up,
mm.
and then ult W, right?
Yeah, I wanted to make sure he's in tower range, I suppose, but wasn't hitting me either, so it
Yeah.
just doesn't work.
hmm
Yeah. Sometimes I miss the other version of Zach's ult.
Yeah, me too.
It was so much fun.
hmm
Anyway,
Yeah. I mean, this one is just self-explanatory. It's basically
yeah.
like
I, I yeah,
it's
I just brain farted and didn't realize he can ult over the wall. I even considered like
no,
there's no way
it's
Viego's
not,
coming over
that's
the
not
wall and
that's not
like
that. That's not the
wasting his
take.
ulti.
It's not the takeaway. It's just
Yeah,
like because he could have blast, he could have
yeah,
flash. That's the thing is you just
yeah,
committed a
yeah,
sin. Like 90% of the time you do pull any objective, you should always just pull it out. That's it. If you're not doing it, you're just
yeah,
being lazy. So here,
yeah,
just
yeah,
do it.
yeah, yeah. It was just a pure brain fart because
Yeah.
I literally thought in my head there is no way for Viego to come over the wall, and it's just like just forgot what his ulti does. I guess
hmm But again,
because
he
obviously
could have
there's
flash. He got blast plant.
he could have flash, yeah,
There's
but
literally a
like
blast. There's literally
obviously
a
he's
blast
not
one right
like
there. Look, you can see it. So it all doesn't matter.
yeah, yeah. It was a weird brain fart. This we can just skip over. This is the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life.
Oh yeah, you really want that ward?
Yep.
You
Yep.
think that ward?
I just really wanted to kill that word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice E. Kill this guy. Play the pull dragon right away. Because the jungle's dead. AD carry dies for no reason. Still 44. It shows you need to play with your Katarina. She's obviously the strongest guy by far. E to Narnia. Holding your Q pretty long. You didn't Q once this entire fight. Now you finally Q'd. And then you didn't auto the fizz, and then you didn't even like double. You didn't even like knock up the Q. You just double auto the Draven with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought I still had it up when waiting for Fizz to come down.
Hmm.
I apparently just auto Draven in the between.
Yeah,
I didn't see
I
it.
think definitely just need to be more conscious about your CC. Like your CC is really OP. Like I would never even be looking to, even if you landed on Sona, it's still bad. By the way, I know this missed. Let's say it landed, it's still bad. Your CC should only be saved and like reserved for their strongest member, which is obviously Draven, right? So I'm never
Mm,
even like eating until I see Draven on my screen. And obviously, when you
mm,
use it, I don't see Draven on my screen. So you're just holding it for 20 years.
mm,
Also, more importantly, that's like the number two importance. Level more importance is you're only using your CC when Katarina is involved. Because if you press tab right now, I'm pretty sure Katarina is like 11-0, and every other person on your team is
yeah, yeah,
is
yeah.
like a 0-5 schmuck, right? So I'm only using my spells when Katarina is in range and can follow up. Even if you get
Mm,
an E and let's say a two-man Q on Draven and Sona, Katarina's not even in range to do damage to them,
mm,
and you need Katarina's damage to kill them, right?
mm,
So number one importance is press tab, realize who's on my team is strong, and
mm,
save all your CC and setup
mm.
for them. And number two is
Yeah.
then who do I use my CC on? It's their strongest member, which is Raven. And here you didn't,
Mm,
you just used it on Sona at the start, right?
mm,
So those are
yeah.
target selection is number two. Number one is almost like opposite, like self team target selection, like play off the targets
Yeah.
on my team, because yeah, looking tab, um,
Mm,
Katarina is the only person that does damage, and
yeah. I
Draven is
typically have like very little. Yeah, I
mm,
typically have very little qualms about just like Eing into a fight like that because I know I can buy time for people to get there, and my E is on like a what 6 or 7 second cooldown.
6-7.
Um,
Yeah.
fuck you.
There's just no downside of waiting. Like why, like
Yeah.
right? There's only down
Mm,
though, but there's a downside of using
mm,
your spells and them not being in range to hit.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, like I played it really poorly. I feel like just like the general approach I have is just like I want to be the one to go in first, and I have no qualms on using my E to go in, and then I'm just like trying to get them
Mhm.
stepped up for her, I suppose.
Mhm. Yeah, it just depends on the situation. If you had all your teammates,
Um,
if
mm,
your teammates were all arranged, then going in first is
yeah,
fine because your
mm,
teammates are arranged to actually follow
mm,
up. If I think Katarina was
yeah,
closer, Ian like this is completely fine. She's just not here
yeah,
yet.
yeah, mm, yeah. And this is getting on the just forcing fights repeatedly.
Mhm.
So I'm not really sure what else. Like there's like basically these last two fights and then basically everything that is coming after is just I don't really know what else I should be doing here,
Mhm.
even though they aren't good fights to be taking necessarily. Um, it's kind of like I just see Katarina on my screen and I just want to go in
Mhm.
because like I in my mind that's just kind of the only way we win is me and Cap being in the same team fight
Yeah, I agree.
and fighting them.
Obviously, at this point in the game, is you guys are obviously pretty
Mm.
behind. um,
Mm,
but yeah,
yeah.
in this mentality, when you're this behind, the goal is always to get as many picks as you can, and as you said, play with the strongest member, which is Katarina. I guess this is the second fight, I assume.
This is like the third, I guess. The first one was the
Yeah.
Roan Dragon
I mean,
that I sort of felt like that.
this guy just got one shot. I mean, there's nothing you could have done this fight. Again, I also think this game
Yeah.
is. I mean, at this point, like they are
Mm,
just so much stronger than your team. Their AD carries 4 items.
mm,
Your AD carries two. You're down a
yeah.
level as well. At this
Mm,
point, it's just a complete mess. I think it's obviously. Yeah, I mean, next towers are dead at this point, right? Or one of them.
mm,
And we're only 24 minutes in the game. I think it's obviously. I think
yeah.
it's more about the early game, right? That about what could I have done to
Yeah.
stop it,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is obviously we talked about the first gank.
Yeah.
I think we talked about losing this crab, which would give you level 6 potentially, right? I think the biggest one I
Mm,
really care about is the never like you kind of after like the first unsuccessful gank on Draven, you kind of never return back bot. But again,
mm,
we've established that the gank was completely possible. You just needed to hold your like longer. And also that gank was also pre-6. When you get level 6, your strength and ganking like doubles, right? You just become even
mm,
more. Like you're already a good
yeah.
ganker, but you become even more of a oppressive ganker, right? And I think every
Mm,
single time that this Raven is playing this far up, as you can see, he's literally under your tower. They literally 2v2 Dove Ezreal here. He should just be dead, right?
mm,
Because I don't think killing Yorick like this is going to, even though this worked, I don't think this is gonna get you back in the game at all. Using your ult and flash
mm,
on this guy. It's also the plan is just flawed from the beginning because um, the Zeus scenario, um, Yorick can easily just go and leash the grubs. He doesn't have to be here, right? Or once he gets this wave in, he gets the wave in right
mm,
now. He got the entire wave, and now he could either just base, or again he could go help grubs. He doesn't have to go hit this tower, right? And you may be like, oh, but you can say something about bot lane. Like, you go bot lane, and these guys can just base and not play like this far up. Yeah, but the difference is if you're, let's say you're top side and Yorick bases, you have literally have nothing to do. You can't fight grubs, and you can't invade his top side. But if you're bot side and these guys base, you still have stuff you could do. You have
mm.
blue up, you have gromp up, and you have camps you could invade because you can't defend them if he's on
I mean,
grubs.
if Yorick does base, I feel like I can't fight grubs.
How?
Uh, I
You don't
mean,
you don't mid
what is Viego going to do to me?
you don't have mid pro. Your mid's also losing. Your top
I
laner's in
mean,
base. You
yeah,
know
but
you
like
like
if neither top laner is involved, then Viego is not doing jack shit to me. Uh,
I mean you say that, but this guy just is skull fucking you here. Is he not? Am I missing something? This is 1v1.
uh,
I guess you don't have ult. You have ult. You think you win this now magically?
I'd say so. At least I can get away pretty cleanly.
Yeah, you can get
I
away.
can still
I
get
agree
away
with
pretty
that.
yeah,
Uh, but I don't know.
at the very least.
I
Yeah.
don't think that's you know what I mean like we need to be
Mm,
getting some gold back in our pockets. Have it be via kills or have it be via
mm,
camps.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
this is just
for
a
sure.
we'd be a
Mm,
dance off here, right? And again, I think
mm,
if it's an extended dance off,
mm,
then cat fizz will always come first because this is what's happening mid lane right now, right? Look at their HP, look
mm,
at our HP. Um,
yeah, yeah. No, yeah, that's true. That is true.
um, what was I
And
gonna
yeah,
say?
I feel like, and yeah, I probably should be much more conservative with my E, especially early game. I suppose
Yeah, and that's just a
something I need
mechanic
to
thing. I
focus
think you
on.
definitely need patience. Just hold it way more.
Yeah.
What else? I think there's another point I'm forgetting right now. Obviously we talked about the patience, focusing. Oh yeah, I mean we already talked about the making sure you're focusing the enemy like carry, right? Like that one fight you were
Mm,
going on the Sona instead of saving your abilities for the
yeah.
Draven. I think those are the main
Yeah.
points. Playing off your guy that's fed. Oh, then there's also this one. Just I guess you could call it like
Mm,
I don't know what you'd call it. I guess tracking timers better. Like in this case, you have the time to base and then make it a
mm,
dragon. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I just guess I constantly just overestimate how long recalling takes.
Any cards in this game? I think that's because at this point, once we get to this mid game point, I think the game is just over. Anything I
Yeah.
missed you want to talk about, or anything
Oh,
you want to talk about
yeah.
here?
I think we covered most of it. Yeah. Like the last 5 minutes is basically just desperation stuff. So,
Yeah, yeah,
all right. Cool. Thanks.
sounds good.